Okay, pre-calculus students, this is one of our problems from section 1.8. This is number 7, where we're trying to see are these functions actually inverse functions of each other. So we just have to check them. So again, we have f of x in this case, number 7, is equal to 3 over x minus 4. And then g of x is equal to 3 over x plus 4. I kind of wrote again over here what the function means. This means whatever's in here goes here, so I left kind of spaces there. Same thing with the g of x. That's 3 over something. See, g of something equals 3 over that something plus 4. So we can leave that blank. G of something equals 3 over the something plus 4. So you have to understand that. Now when we check to see if they're inverses, the composite function f of g of x would want to give us x. And we want to show that g of f of x also gives us x. It means they kind of undo each other in both ways. So first of all, we look at this one. F of g of x, I kind of left these blanks so you could see this, but what really goes here, this is going to be f, the f function, which is this function, which looks like this. Okay, so I wrote that over here. And what's going to go in here is actually g of x, so we'll put g of x there. And now we know what g of x is. G of x is all this over here, so it has to fit in there. So instead of writing g of x, I'll write 3 over x plus 4. Now I can just drop that parentheses, so I kind of did the work ahead of time, so it would save a little bit of time on the video. So when we just drop this parentheses, since it's preceded by a positive sign, we have 3 over x plus 4 and minus 4, and these 4's become 0, so now I've got 3 all over 3 over x. Now we have a complex fraction, and the easiest way to deal with that is multiply the top and the bottom by the LCD of all the denominators, which in this case is x. This is like 3 over 1, so I've got 3x on the top. These x's cancel, and I've got 3 on the bottom, and then the 3 over 3 is 1, so I just end up with x. So we've shown that these functions kind of undo each other. Kind of give you back the original. All right. Let's take a look at the other part. Now we're going to go g of f of x. Forgot to write my plus 4 over here. And now remember the g function that tells us this. G of x is 3 over x plus 4, so g of something is 3 over that something plus 4. So we're going to take g of f of x, so my outside function is the g of x, so I'll write it down. 3 over something plus 4, and then in this case that something's going to be f of x, so we'll put the f of x in there. Remember I told you if you do your homework in colors you'll get some extra credit, so this is what I had in mind. So we can actually see that, and then what was f of x? Well, we have to go back up here, and f of x, if I look all the way back up here, it tells me that f of x is 3 over x minus 4. So instead of writing f of x, I'll write 3 over x minus 4. And then I can kind of write it like this. 3 over x minus 4 plus 4. I can just remove the parentheses because there was nothing there. And what we have now is we have a complex fraction, so we want to simplify this part. The plus 4 I got to leave for a while. That's okay. It's this part that's kind of messy. So I have to multiply the top and the bottom by the LCD of that, which is just x minus 4. This is like 3 over 1, and this is like 3 over x minus 4. So I can multiply the top and the bottom by that x minus 4. And don't worry about the 4 yet. So when I do that on the top, I've got 3 times x minus 4 on the top. And these x minus 4's cancel, so I just have 3 on the bottom. Okay. Hope that looks okay. So again, 3 times x minus 4. These x minus 4's cancel, so I just have 3 on the bottom. And then plus 4. But the 3 over 3 is just 1. So it becomes 1, so now I have x minus 4 plus 4. But negative 4 plus 4 is 0, so I just have x plus 0 or x. So again, these functions undo each other, and I get back with an x. So we verified that these functions are inverses of each other. Or g of x is the inverse of f of x. Okay? So take a look at that, make sure you thoroughly understand how we did those substitutions, and hopefully that all will help.